You don't owe shit to nobody. You're your own being. You belong to yourself. You got one life. And you got one body. And that's yours. You do whatever the fuck you want with it. Nobody can tell you what to do. Welcome back. Or welcome if it's your first time here. Out here in snowy Lithuania, the biggest river in Lithuania is frozen, which is nice to see. And you gotta appreciate the views, man. I mean, you can't really see it here, but you gotta appreciate life. And when you get mixed in with the people that drain your energy, people that want something from you, I mean, it's a dangerous zone, so you belong to nobody except yourself. Unless you sell your soul to the devil. I don't think I've done that so far. But sometimes people, I think they see you, they see what you're up to, they see what you're doing, and they want that from you. You know, they want to have what you have, not realizing that they have the power themselves. You know, like I used to do that. I used to see people, even my friends, even my closest friends, I used to see them doing their thing, whatever, art, music, skateboarding, and I would want to be like them, you know. Then I start copying them, and until I realized very recently as well that, and I keep realizing that every day, that no one's gonna live your life. No one's gonna think the thoughts that you're thinking. No one's gonna be like you. So even if you're failing, even if you're unsuccessful in your own eyes, you don't see the bigger picture. Like, until your life is over and you get your whole life replayed to you, you don't see the bigger picture. Once you see the bigger picture, you realize that all of the things that wasn't making sense, all of the failures was meant to be there, where they were always part of who you are. Like, they were always leading you to some new goal, even if it's a failure, you know, even if it seems like a failure, it's not. So I'm saying this to myself as I'm saying it to you. I need to listen to my own advice, and we all know what we need to do in life. So keep your head up, keep stable, keep focused. For me, it's art. Every time I'm creating art, every time I'm drawing, I have something to show for afterwards, you know. Have something I can show that I've done, that I'm proud of, you know. That sometimes I don't even realize that I did that, you know, like that I could draw that myself. So when I'm preparing now for a show, I'm just like not even thinking. All I'm thinking about is how to sit down and do some work, and things and people start to get in the way. It seems like, yeah, I want to be with people. I don't want to feel lonely, but sometimes people don't help, you know. You still feel alone. Sometimes with people, you feel more lonely than when you're on your own in your studio, just like working on something, crafting, experimenting something. Like, I don't know, like recently I've been thinking that I'm not made for relationships, you know. Like, I need to stop giving false hope to myself and others. I need to just work on my shit. And if somebody's gonna appear in my life, they're gonna appear. And if they're not, then they're not, you know. Feel like I'm failing too, because I'm giving people false hope, you know, that I can be a partner, that I can be I don't know, like I don't feel like owning anybody. And I think with relationships, it's like people, want it or not, they start to want to own you and what you do and control you, and you know, take your time and spend time with them. They want you to spend time with them, but they want you to want that. They don't want you to want that if that's just because they want it, you know? And like I get busy with shit. Like I don't need people like to entertain me, you know? And it's always like that. It's like you gotta entertain somebody else, you know? So saw my grandma today and she was just like, you know what? Because she was married to an artist her whole life for, I don't know, 60 years or so. And she was like, I understood what it will be like living with him. It's like you need to take a step back, you know, and let the person control the situation. Let the person do what the person's supposed to do. If he is an artist, he needs to, he gets inspired, he goes and does some work, and he's just like in the zone, like he can't do anything else, you know, he's just like there. And if the partner doesn't understand that, that's it, shit can't work out. So, and you know, artists, like probably like 95% of artists don't earn enough money to support themselves, let alone the family that they're with. I don't know, maybe I'm being pessimistic, but I see artwork as, I'm stoked to have a job now that I can kind of feed myself and just pay the bills, and then I do art on the side and I have time to do art. And if I make money from it, cool. If I don't, I'm still doing what I want to do. I'm crafting, you know. I feel like a little child under a table when I was young, drawing, doodling, like things on a tabletop, but from the other side, you know. Like I used to do that. That was my safe place, just like hide and draw under the table because nobody can see it, you know. But only you know that it's got gifts there hidden. So if you're a creative, you're already thinking differently, you know. And there's not going to be a lot of people that will understand what you're doing, and so that's that. Nobody's gonna get you probably until like later in life, after some time. Like you're special, that's what I want to say. You're special whether you're an artist or not, you know. Like I don't call myself an artist, I just draw. Like I like to draw. I like to copy other artists' work. That's how I learn myself. Like I don't know how to do it otherwise, but you know, let yourself be creative, let yourself live life and let others live theirs, because you're precious. Your time is precious on this earth. You're precious, and don't let nobody control you. Even if you're in a relationship and it seems easy, you know, the person's gonna respect you more when you set some boundaries that are healthy, you know, because I'm bad at that. I'm bad at setting boundaries, and when I do set them, it seems like it's too late. Like the person's already, somebody doesn't get me. Like I kind of hope that they read my mind, you know. But They can't. So we have to say what's wrong, say what's up, and don't give any false hope if there is none. Thing is, I'm a people pleaser. That's the thing. That's one thing I realized. I don't even consult with myself if I want to do something or I don't. Somebody else wants something from me, usually I give it to them. Doesn't matter if I want it or not. And after a while, I get bored of that. I get tired. I feel like I'm not doing what I want, you know? So I get cold. I'm like, nah, fuck this. And I switch, like I change. So then people stop respecting you, you know? It's like you don't have any spine, like you don't have any core. And it never works out well because in the beginning you're giving something and then people expect you to be giving that all the time then afterward. But it doesn't work like that. So look at this view behind me. Or there. Maybe that's better. Just little things. Enjoy the beauty in little things. And you're good on your own. You don't need nobody. At the end of the day, you have yourself. And you know what you want and you know how to fulfill those needs. And maybe that's what needs to be done. So take care of yourself. Be good to others. Spread love. Unconditional love. Respect others and respect yourself. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. You're good. You're doing great. Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay anchored. Stay grounded. You're doing everything right. And God is with you. Spirits, angels, everyone's surrounding you. You just can't see it. Maybe you can, I don't know. But you're on the right path. Yeah. Lots of love and peace.